Today, we're going to be talking about geo-target strategies. We're going to be talking about how to create a actual accurate geo-target campaign, how to analyze the best performing destinations for your ads, how to adjust the bids individually for them, what kind of decisions can you take from that data, and the last one, very important, is how to make sure that you are really targeting people in that location. That's a very common mistake that I see throughout the years people do, and they waste a lot of budget on this. So let's get started. So the first thing that we need to do is make sure that we are in the actual campaign that we want to analyze. This time's campaigns, and we want to analyze this search campaign. So we simply select it, and we can go here on your audiences, keywords, and content. You can just use the drop down and select locations. So you will see that we are targeting the US in here, right? But you see that there is certain locations in here by state, because I did create a campaign individually by state. But sometimes what you see here is just United States and United Kingdom. I'm going to show you later an example of how this looks. So for example, this is a specific client, so it's targeting for the US and the UK in here. But we don't know what the performance is to a granular level. As you can see, we see that there is no conversions in here. We are going to increase the range. So, but you see that the UK has 12 conversions while the US has just 4. And also the cost per conversion is far better in the UK for this specific product. So how do we rate individually for location, like for a state or for a county or for a city? So you need to click here and just select what you want to see it for. So I want to see cities in this case, for example. So you will be able to see London, Glasgow, Eastbourne, Burnley. So everything individually and granular details of it. So you will see, for example, that you can filter by conversions. You will see that you've got covered for this one's in here. You will see, for example, that also, if you organize by cost, the most expensive one is London, and it has not generated any conversion in this time period. So what we can do is we can select this one, click edit, and add target and set bid adjustment. When we add that one, it's going to look like the other one. So it's going to look in the list where we can actually get individually for them. So it's going to look something like this. So London would appear like here. So this is another client, but obviously I'm not going to change that for the client. And so you will be able to click here and bid, something that we talked about in the previous video about how can we adjust individually per device. In this case, we could do the same, exactly the same thing per county, per postcode, per city. So whatever you want to analyze the data, like our recommendation is to work state level or city level. With postcode is a little bit too granular. You should have like a lot of data to be able to do that effectively. But in this case, you will see the same thing. So we've got different ones in here based on the performance that we see throughout the weeks that we work with. And it's very, very important that we do this in the right way. Because as you could see, Oklahoma, for example, we can go and organize it by conversion. And you will see that we've got Oklahoma, 2 conversions, quite interesting. And the cost per conversion for that one is crazy small. It's like $1.32. So obviously we want to bid more on that one. We can come here and we tell people, hey, we actually are quite interested in bidding more for this key for this particular region because it's performing quite nicely for us. So we increase the bids for it. And now for the last part of the video, it is very important to make sure that you are actually targeting people that is living in those locations. And I'm going to show you why. So for example, if we go back to the campaign level here and we'll take this search campaign and we go to edit settings, we'll be able to see that if we scroll down to locations, we've got the states in here individually listed out, so which is great. But then you need to go to location options and make sure, and this is crucial, to click presence, because otherwise it could be targeting people who has interest on those locations. And if you're not shipping to where he's from, then obviously it wouldn't make sense and you will be ended up like burning cash. So for example, if somebody's looking for flights or or holiday on, I don't know, in New York City, and you are selling headphones, but he lives in Ontario, then obviously that click is not useful for us. So that's why it's really, really important that we take this into account and apply it immediately to our ads account. So mistakes like this are really common. The other day we were doing an analysis, and it was about like 45% of accounts that we analyzed from medium-sized e-commerce, they were not enabled this feature in here. So we have opened up a couple of slots in the calendar, so you can go to the description of this video and you can actually book a session with me or one of our marketing experts, and we'll walk you through everything that you need to know to scale your business, low-hanging fruits, competition, what are they doing, how can you apply the best practices to your niche. We can talk about AI implementation to your ads account and anything under the sun. It's completely free. The session is 30 minutes with me or one of my team members, and we'll provide you a lot of value. So just make sure that you click the link below in the description and book the session. Also, if you like the content that you have been watching so far, don't forget to subscribe. Click the subscribe button and the like, and that will help us massively to keep creating videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.